I'd like to propose a couple ideas. One is a current problem that we have, and two is a potential problem that I see coming down the road, especially targeting for-profit schools. My first thought is currently we're having an issue on collections. My proposal is that in the enrollment document where they are initialing, currently there's 9 areas that they read and initial, that we add one more, and that is a confessed judgment, where the student confesses that they owe the money to the school, and that should they not make payments or default or cease making any type of contribution back to the loan, we have the right to obviously turn that over to a third party to allow for collections, which includes liens, garnishment on their wages, income tax returns, basically allowing the school to be made whole without having to go through the court system for individually to get a judge to find in our favor. A confessed judgment is a legal way that I believe we could avoid a lot of this problems up front. That's for the immediate problem. Another problem I'm seeing when I read all different school systems, but primarily for-profit, is the class action suits that claim students learned little to nothing in exchange for their tuition, and therefore they are unable to find employment. And I think this is going to become even more and more prevalent as students, are unable to find work. I propose to quantify exactly how much a student learned, and how we do this is we would have every student on the first day of class take their final exam. They'll be doing that on day 1. Obviously, it doesn't count, but the concept is that obviously they'll be taking their final on the last day, and we now have a benchmark, and we should have a very strong rise in where they ended up on their final. It's worth taking them, storing them, scanning them, whatever, but I believe this would be a way for us to insulate ourselves, or being grouped in, if you will, with all other schools. We can now quantify every student's achievement mathematically by having the student take their final on day 1. I think this will also, obviously protect us from any overzealous attorney looking to make a name for themselves or get a big class action suit. It's a very, very inexpensive insurance policy that we can be proactive and, again, differentiate ourselves by being able to truly quantify the learning experience. So these are my last 2 thoughts I had today, trying to deal with problems that I see currently and, of course, coming down the road.